Say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the coach's desk. Welcome back to another show, the final night of the weekend's triple treat. And we are here to talk the preview of the Jamaica versus Jordan match. Yes, because that is the last game that we'll be playing before we go into the World. Did I say World Cup qualifiers? No, the Gold Cup tournament, to be exact. So it is going to be the final match preparation for the boys as they get ready to head off to Chicago for that match against the United States of America, who interestingly they have been doing well, and they would have thumped the Mexico team 3-0. Very emphatic victory over the Mexicans. So US are going to bugger things. So we have to go into that game with our A game, because the US not playing. Even though it's going to be a different squad that will be playing that matchup, but we're not taking anything for granted. I believe that this is the first win that we'll be getting under coach Hal Grimston. Nevertheless, they still aren't taking this Jordan team for granted, because even though it's ranked below them, they would have seen that this team has quality and they want to go out there and execute. There will be like 5 to 6 changes in this game. Coach inciting that he doesn't want anybody to be playing 2 90 minutes game heading into the tournament. So you can understand what the coach is doing. So big up yourself, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can become a part of the family. Big up to all the persons on Facebook that continues to support the coach's desk. All my viewers and subscribers, those who have not yet subscribed, please do so. Those who have unsubscribed, their button is always there for you to subscribe again. It's an open forum, so you can always re-subscribe. Yeah. So big up to all the persons. A matter of fact, I'll be dropping the link right away now, because tonight's show should not be long. Of course, it's Father's Day, Father's Night. So I suspect that some of the fathers would want to be spending time, you know what I mean, with their family. And this might be taking you away from them. So I'm going to ensure that I keep this show as simple and short as possible, because we don't want to take away from your time spent with your La Familia. You understand? So we'll be giving you the link, early link drop in. The phone line is up and running, ready to go. So everything is up and running so that we can have a quick, snappy show, so that the persons who are here. So no formalities. Well, we would have taken those out of the way already. You can call in whenever you wish. You know what I mean? Big up to the people who send Father's Day greetings. Big up to who is in the building. Kevin Williams, big up yourself. It's a Mexico 6, Panama 4, third place playoff. Wow. That's a game with a lot of goals. 10 goals. Wow. That is awesome. Ansel Campbell, big up yourself. Only want to hear about reggae girls, reggae boys. Can't win anything. Give money to the ladies. Dr. Dan, big up yourself, you know. Bless up yourself, Dr. Dan. Canada, US will be playing the final. What's the MPEC? You spend time in idea already. It's easy, you know. Hey, I get a message that I must remember that Tapa drew a game in Azteca, Mexico. And I don't know if I alluded to him not getting a draw, or this coach is the only coach that actually had a good result in the Azteca. I hope you didn't get that message. So like I said before, big up to all the people who send Father's Day big up. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, man. Don't know. All right, let me see. Speak for yourself, coach. I mean, speak for myself. Yeah, lawyers that speak for people, you know, so I don't have to speak for myself. Panama 5, Mexico 6 final score for Nation League. Third place player. Yeah. Coach, when you heard JT outburst, did you laugh? No, I'm not laugh though. I'm not laugh, you know. Don't laugh at all. Kevin Williams, which game you watching? Mexico 1, Panama 0, final Jamaica ref crew for the. Big up yourself, actually. AM, big up yourself, you know, AM. It's like cards you look at, brother. The man says 6. Wait, Kevin, how you going with? What they going now with? So I see the youth the Facebook notification. So up and running on Facebook. You watch the press conference. What are your thoughts on the press conference? Chris King, big up yourself. I think the man watch some tennis. What is it? First, you got big up yourself, Capo. MP, me nah send over a message, you know. Cause you know say you know, me leave that alone, yeah. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. What not concern me, let me leave it alone. So MP can't go do that. So people, yeah, preview. But before we get into the preview, some things out of the press conference. Andre Blake said this is one of the best teams he has seen assembled for a Gold Cup. So he has not seen any fault. So let's see what will come out of it. Yeah. The coach said Ravel needs to basically find a club. He has a dialogue with Ravel. Has to find a club. If he has no club, then then I mean it's gonna be difficult for him to get back in the team. Big up yourself, Lulu. Our next thing is that the coaching staff really appreciate the fact that Manningsman and Simon Preston are a part of the team. And according to Coach Gordon, based on their roles and responsibilities, they are doing according. So kudos to them. Big up yourself, Manningsman. Big up to Simon on doing an awesome job. Yeah, the coach said the Gold Cup squad will be released after the game. So after the game, we'll be having a post-game press conference in the morning. So look out for that on the coach's desk. You understand? Yeah, you know, so that is what I was going to look at. But when I look at it still, you know, I believe that I think it is because Whisper might have an age advantage. I think that is the issue. You understand? I think that is the issue where Ravel is concerned. The coach said he doesn't put much into friendlies, even though he has been judged based off friendlies, but he doesn't put much in that. So I mean, it is what it is. Now, Andre Blake was asked a question about him kicking out long bars for Jamaica versus when he's playing for his club, play the ball. And he says that it is given the situation, the formation, how the team plays, and given the circumstance in the game. Now, I want the fans to understand that there's no way under the heavens that we can ask all the questions. We cannot ask all the questions. Remember, there are limitations to questions. So even if I ask 2 questions and then it goes around and I ask another one, that's 3. You understand? And based off what I am seeing, I chose not to ask a question in that last press conference. The question was asked why some of the traditional media personnel didn't ask question. From what I understand, feedback that I got is from what the coach said in his prelude or epilogue, there wasn't any reason to ask a question. So they would have gathered all the information they wanted. So the vloggers or the online media would have basically asked the questions. If I believe that notion was sent, and if you notice how this one was structured, the print media and the traditional media houses or personnels were given the preference to kickstart the press conference in asking questions. So I decided that I wasn't going to ask a question. But in truth and in fact, we cannot ask all the questions that are asked on these forums and platforms each night. It's virtually impossible. Unless the press conference is going to go on and on and on and on and on. So as the pertinent ones come up, the quicker ones that might run from your head, you just have to ask that. And that's for me. You understand? So someone not to get press pass. I am not going to tell the press persons who to give pass, who not to give pass. That is on them. I want to know when I apply to get one of these pass or the information is being sent out, I get. So I'm not here to stop anybody food if they call it that, but it's the onus is on the persons in charge of that, not coach's desk. Whisper is playing. He might not be playing in a league, but Phoenix plays a lot of games, locally and overseas. Blake looked anything but interested at the news conference. Yeah, he seemed to be a little bit. His body language was saying another. It was not a stupid question because football is moving from long kicks. Hence the reason why Manu want to move on from their keeper. Yeah, it wasn't a bad question. No, I don't think so. I think it was pertinent because sometimes some of the players then play better for the clubs than the national team. So it could be skewed to the structure of the team or the tactical things that are issued by the coach. Yeah. So it was a good question in my eyes. One critique, the media keep asking questions which were asked before. True, the media needs to be more prepared with at least 5 questions. Choose from one which have not been asked. Thank you very much, A.M. Henry. And you see, that is one of the reasons I did not ask a question as well. Because given his opening remarks in the first press conference, the questions that were asked in the first press conference, the post press conference questions, and then this one now. I mean, some of the questions were questions that were answered before in my estimation. Persons probably wording it different. And that's one of the reasons why, because I don't see anything new that I could have asked. The only thing I could have asked is about a missing player. And to constantly be asking about a player, why is this player not? I just say, let me leave that alone. And that's it. That's the stance I took. Too many of the vloggers sound unprepared. Make the thing look sound like a party shop. Been a bit, well, me not see the unpreparedness. It's just that if persons repeat questions, that might seem that way. But yeah, me not ask a question in this one. I sat out this one. I was just there listening because there wasn't anything new that I wanted to know at that time. They needed watch, listen, so they don't ask the same questions. Yeah, man. Yeah, me never believe that. I guess persons just want the opportunity to interact. I mean, I don't know. I don't know at all. But like I said, I sat out this one because I never see anything new that I want in there because we never really learn anything new. People asking why we never asked about Ravel, and the same question answer the coach give was what I alluded to in terms of what my thoughts were on why Ravel people asking, why we never ask about Ravel? The Ravel thing is a given. Him never have no club. And the coach answered it that way. So it is what it is. If the vloggers sound unprepared, then that is good. Cause that is our anthem. We underprepare for everything. Vloggers just follow the steps. No, me not follow no steps on unpreparedness in the actually. No, me not agree with you upon that. His first question wasn't necessary. Which first question wasn't necessary? Whose first question? MPEC. I want thing on a grade hard still, you know. Yeah, man, on a grade hard, man. On a grade hard. mm. Boy, on a grade hard. Hey, you know what? Me not ask some more question. You know, if I know I'm burning question, me not ask about hey, on a grade hard, you know. But we know, which one was late? Who was the late addition? Tell us, Eagle Republic. The coach also mentioned that training went well and everybody seemed to be injury free, and that is a good sign. So we knock on that thing. You hear a man ask the coach how him feel. So what was wrong with that question, Brownman Security? You're embarrassed, Siobhan, why? Oh my God. Hey, no easy, you know. Boy, not easy, you know, man. It's not easy. Hey, let me telling you this. Me now facilitate no what you call it now. I am not facilitating. So all of the questions that will come towards about another vlogger, me I go ignore them. Because guess what? My name easy to call, you see me? And even though I know me MPEC saying back broad, even though my skin a rubber skin, it tractor tire them. And I care zero what people say. Me no want nobody say nothing. You understand? Yeah, man. So me I go avoid them question there. When you know see me laugh, when you know. Did Blake take back over the captainship? Yeah, man, I would believe so, Ryan. That's the reason why he was there. Remember, Maps was there the last time as the sitting captain because he was captain of that game. Mm. Me not say nothing. That's why I say me I gotta ignore it, boss man. Me not say you can't talk. But remember say you people can talk in the comment section and I ignore it as well. You know? You understand? So that's why I say me no want it seem like no conversation is being held through me about another vlogger. You understand? So I heard that there were additional players from the Rock who were flying to Austria to link up with the 18 who are already there. Yeah, but who? Only them are Phillips who know went over there. So is that information through Eagle Republic? I don't know. Okay. All right, Chevon. You say Rumblood, Ravel lazy. I think it's one of the reasons he doesn't have any club. So it's not the lazy thing that I believe the coach, based on what the coach said, he's trying to work on stuff so that he can have a club. So a lazy man wouldn't be doing that, Rumblood. Hey, real baller, those so things set up, Yeah, man, the erudites and get the preference. I saw you go. I saw YouTube go, brother. Me can't go around that. I saw YouTube set up. Me sorry. But I know me implement the rule there. You say only doctor, is Dr. Dan. See you, Jason. Where's Anthony? Pallet still get used to yard food. Jaja. Hey, Jason, you hear me say? All right. That is it. No, hey, Albert, if I tell you something, you say, I can't even say it. We doctor than the general in there. I said the only doctor. People, the phone line is opening up. You can call in, man. MPEC, how are you, man? You just not review the thing, so. You MPEC. Hey, listen me, man. When one vlogger lose, we lose, So me know why you make you look like say it's a community of us, man. Well, I don't know that, So you a doctor now, MPEC. You do psychiatric evaluation. Interesting. So you confirm and proud of that, bro. I know I support. No, real baller. Listen, me, no, man. Me read your question. Me read your messages, them, But you see, like, AM Henry as one of the erudite. Fear question, them, I go up, brother. You understand? Fear question, them, I go up on the screen. If no erudite is in the building, I'm want to put up our next question. I have the right to do that. You understand, real baller? But me not ignore. Me I read your question, them. So, you don't know, so me confirm or deny. That means that me I read out your question, them, bro. Jason, how you make tune off of Jason? But AM Henry say, you see the difference with Simon there running the press conference and the release to the media. No complaints about not being informed or updated. Exactly. So that's why the question was asked about what they were doing, If these two gentlemen added any value to the team. And quite frankly, the coach said, yeah. Understand? And based on what Meran is saying, from what these gentlemen are doing, which leads directly to their roles and responsibility. It seems as if they are carrying out their roles and responsibility quite clear. Sue asked the coach when he meet last night. You see the one brain drain him. Boy, me go delete them posts there where me go. Yeah, man. Until further notice, Albert. Cho. He said, what? Yeah. I will flex now, Jason. Hey, you know what? My watch tell me a little thing about my heart. Me need to go. Me need to go really sit down and look for the pulse rate where I go. You know, God, me not take it for granted. I wait there. Me find where watch tell me now. Soon tell me what I go on for your pulse. And a pulse, you know. So it has say, oh, okay. And if I become me a talk. Okay. I know my pulse. The pulse good, Jesse. Pulse good. Triple E, big up yourself. Man, say coach, but that ball league. Okay, for the match tomorrow, it's gonna be 7 a.m. Jamaica time, so it's 2 p.m. their time over there in Austria. And that yes, man. Only not see coach the Manning's man get a yellow card. After they were having the team bonding, the coach said Manning's man too competitive, yeah, man. The man said Manning's man no in a nothing near losing. Man, it can't, hey, me tell you already, you know. Me gotta stay them in the bridge and I watch match with Manning's man, you know. And Manning's man no play, you know. When they top, so the coach really say something. Me glad I know me alone see it. Manning's man very competitive, man. To a man competitive, a man get yellow card, bridging. You understand? To all Manning's man competitive, him get yellow card. Jaja. Welcome to the show. You're live on the coach's desk.
Manners and respect, man.
Adian, the man from Spain.
Yeah, man. No cup, no mash, no coffee, no dash. yeah. No complain. Yeah.
Big
I
up
got the
yourself.
girl them train, you know. I move down the lane. What go on, my brother? Happy Father's Day, man.
Same to you, know.
Yeah, man. Bless him, bro.
Respect.
Yeah, so me see a little thing with the press conference, right? Just want me choose a little thing. I'm gonna show you a quote say. You see, we Jamaican, we full of too much pride, brother. Sometimes we not willing to just easy. There was a question was asked to Marin Gardner, right? The person asked him, name me 2 things that you learned from the coach. Still to coach the boat. All right. Before the man answer the question, you listen to the man answer the question, coach? He coach?
Yeah, man, I did a listen, man.
Everyone say, well, we've been doing it before he came, you know, and We still, no, it might not answer and say, boy, I learn A, I learn B, and we're working together and all him. So, no, the man not answer the question. You realize that, coach? So, no, coach, that's here something I tell you about. A man say, he's been doing this before the coach come. So that simple means, say, when the coach come, you don't learn nothing. So even if a situation come up where you have to take over the team, since as you go back down the way because you don't learn nothing then. You follow what I say, coach? So the part in one professional, and me see even when I try answer the question, me see the coach like the judge.
No, but you never hear what him say. You never hear what him say. Him learn.
Learn what?
They pick the coach brain for something. What him say again? There, so.
Them say they learn from each other. That's what me say.
And the coach not afraid for them ask question. So basically, they learn what some professionalism and them things.
Okay, so him learn how to answer question then.
Me don't know.
Coach, I'm man as a respect, You see, me just a calm man. I don't know. Me just watch the thing that me that watch today. The press conference. I mean, I say, boy, yeah. And another thing to coach. I don't think some of them people are write down the question then that they want to ask me.
Yeah, somebody
them just
in the comment section.
Either them write it down, but me anxiety to get it better.
Yeah, on the spur of the moment.
And then just yes, something like that. For real, man. But one thing I love though, me love the press conference. Me can see the professionalism when it comes to Simon, and me see everything different. And John, I rate that coach to be so open and everything. You understand? So I'm man as coach. Yeah, man, I just pass my pass, so I'm man as respecting you, bro.
All right, big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man, blessing, brother.
All
blessing.
Right, All right, so AM Henry, Ardian, AM Henry say you're being unfair to Meron. He state he liked the way the coach instilled professionalism. Yeah, that Mr. Man, yeah. No, hey, the man name is not Marian Garden. A lot of people call the man Marian Garden. It's not Marian, guys. It's Meron. Meron Gordon. Marian sound like a girl name. Yeah, AM Henry. That's what I was telling audience that him talk about some professionalism where him learn from the coach and things. So, I mean, yeah. You see, Jason, some things left up to interpretation for real, you know. Yeah, man, some things leave up to interpretation. It looked like Real Baller upset and gone. Why, may I tell you? Real Baller. And that's what I think, man. T got mistakenly called cranky cataract today. Really? Marian Hall. Lord Jesus. You see you. Hey, Butters, behave yourself, the man. Yeah, man, it's not Marian Garden, it's Meron. So we have to get that correct. Yeah, so I think for me the press conference wasn't here or there for me. I was just listening in because it's me not learn nothing new out of this press conference, to be honest. Yeah. And well, what I learned is that they're gonna be making 6 changes or 5 changes. They're not gonna be taking Jordan for granted, even though they are ranked below them. I believe that Jamaica should go for this win. Now is the time. Now is the time, Reggae Boyz. Now is the time. Yeah, Jason, that's true. Was joking still because there was a doctor checking pulse of the head coach. Oh, yeah, and even though we might not have learned anything new, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining that we should not have the press conference. Yeah, I like the fact that there are regular press conferences before the game. That is a good look. In CONCACAF, we are going to at the Gold Cup. You will have press conferences before the game and post game press conferences. So of course these things will happen. So I like the fact that we are getting this type of professionalism in a friendly game. That is good. So the local people can know what is happening where the team is concerned. So I have to big up the team that is there getting the job done. So I'm looking for a win in this encounter. I think Jamaica for us go out, hold the bull by the horn, part the Jordan River, and just walk through it, dry land, and score some goal. You understand? Yeah, man. The press shows Simon wants to set up a professional schedule. Now you know you can expect a press conference before and after such each game. Yeah, and that is very critical, AM. That is very critical because you want to know the mind of the coach before he goes into a game. And you want to know his point of views, what he saw, his takeaway from the game, whether they win, lose, or draw. Nah, no man, me I go lick you with a bills. Wait till the mother one come back with the car. No pretty, we not pretty you. If not, next sure, be blessed a fine. Oh, that me not really understand your comment though, real ball. I kind of understand. I try if you understand what you say still, but me no know. Yeah. So the press conference is really, and you see, the coach does not have all that he wants, but in the same breath, he's trying to get it professionally. He just want the professional setup. I heard him made mention of some equipment that they need to get, some equipment that they can work with the players and so forth. So he's trying to professionalize the whole setup around the national team. Because if it is not, remember, I know a lot of these players are coming out of professional environment. It doesn't matter which league they are at, it's still a professional environment, except the domestic league. But because I think that is semi-professional. But he's trying his best to overall the national team and get it to where it should be in terms of professionalism. And that's what Maron Gordon alluded to. He liked plan ahead. He learned about planning ahead. Even though they were planning, the amount of planning that they were doing, it wasn't up to par like what he's doing now. So that's something that he would have learned. Plus the professionalism. It's all about professionalism. Because players that are coming are professionals. Yeah. Don't trust any JFF insider. We need fresh personnels. When there is no information, the press media will fill in the blanks with hearsay, innuendos, and falsehood. That's true. So when we have these pressers and people and questions are asked, then you know a sort of thing set. Big up yourself, CC. The mogul is back in the building. Puerto Rico stunned Suriname last night. Guyana also upset Grenada last night. Shernet Brown, big up yourself. CC, what go on?
Then, coach, I say, I see the game preview for the Jamaica versus Japan. You much Jordan. Yeah, Jamaica versus Jordan. And I'm like, we have to start beat teams that is ranked below us.
Yeah.
I say the ranking is there for a reason. Persons might not want to say them believe in the rankings. For the most part, I think the rankings are fair across the board. It's just that sometimes persons might say, given the confederation that some people are playing in, some teams they might face weaker team. But I think it is fair based on what it is. But I think if we have to show, like, unlike the game before where we were playing against Qatar and we lost, and we are saying it's a friendly game. This is a friendly game, but it's a game with a team below us. We can't necessarily go into it and not come out with a victory. I think anything else other than a victory, coach, is a disappointment, especially the final practice game or friendly game before the competitive fixture, which is Saturday. So I don't want us to go into the USA game. USA we play, right, coach? I don't want us to go into that game coming off a loss. Not necessarily saying that it's the same players that will make up the setup. But I don't want us to go into that game coming off a loss, especially against a Jordan team. Not that you're underestimating anybody, but we have to make Jordan them know, say, they might come up against one of the CONCACAF big boys and have put them in them place. Get them all beat and put them around one corner, and so we know a few spot this. We should not be losing, coach, to no team that is below us. I don't see any excuse.
Yeah, man, I think something true. If you lose a game, I have a problem. Even though the coach said you can't judge him based off friendlies.
Well, yeah, me, guillotine have come out. Guillotine have come out, coach. But
CC, you know, you're bridging the dep on the show. I went last night or the night before, and you were nowhere to be found. Your water house, bridging. Yeah, man. We call it look youth. Yeah, man. The boss I say, he might tell you some bag of things, you know, see. Yeah, but back to where I say, I agree with you, CC. That's why I say we are get a first win, you know. Yeah, man, Blair Badness. The debut and I tell you about things, man. Anyways, we know I discuss that right now. We just agree with what you say about the team.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm telling people,
Jordan not supposed to be. We should have part that Jordan River and just go through easy.
We're not saying that. Listen, I tell you, a football we're playing, the ball is spherical in shape, and we're going to go around that. You understand what I say? But it's not a case where we can just rack up Elso. We just rack up Elso, and we're not looking at anything, right? All right. For example, then the Qatar team will play, coach. Qatar rank 61, if I'm not mistaken. Qatar rank 61, and we rank 63. So the Qatar game is 50-50. Like for me, we should have probably drawn Qatar's game. Because both are we up on the same level, even though Qatar got World Cup, but I was the most.
Yeah, but so even when both teams are on the same level, CC, the pendulum can be swing anyway.
Yeah, when I said that time I say, I don't say anything about that, but Qatar and Jamaica is in and around the same wavelength in terms of the ranking. And as I said, the ranking reflect fairly well for the most part.
But the ranking thing not really skew properly in my estimation, don't know, CC. So me can't really use the ranking alone.
No, but that's why me I said to you, say, oh, the ranking alone.
Without the ranking, no, CC. We see without the ranking, Kata, what you call it, Jordan, I don't know, bossy football nation. So if you put the ranking aside, them not supposed to stand up in front way and give you a challenge, even though their football has been improving from what I've heard. But even with the improvement, we should be able to put them at arm's length apart and say, yo, hold this, the coyote. You see me I say?
You know more I know though, coach.
Yeah.
Because people are saying that we shouldn't take the Jordan team, the Jordan game as a W then. Or we shouldn't. We're not writing them off in the way we shouldn't count the Jordan game as a W. But yet still you probably have some of these same people commenting that are saying Jamaica going to the Gold Cup. And the people them aware of playing at the Gold Cup is far better teams than Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So them can't have them cake and eat at the same time, coach. Them need to choose, because if you say we can't beat Jordan, or we're going to have it difficult against Jordan, we're going to have it extremely difficult in the Gold Cup as well. Because if we are struggling against a Jordan team, just unbelieve we're going to struggle against USA, and we're going to struggle against everybody else who put in front of we in CONCACAF. Because the teams in CONCACAF, I can guarantee you, they are better than Jordan. So we have to look. I don't say Jordan, or that's what I say, or not. We just think say we have to think about that in terms of we have to think about that, because we are gonna play USA Saturday, right?
What on CC? You think Jamaica win the Gold Cup?
Me no. No,
are you just share the sentiments of some people?
No, man, I'm sharing the sentiments of some persons. I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel so. I would love for it to happen, but I don't think so. That's just, we have to take it a game at a time, bro. Because we have what? USA then Trinidad. So the USA game is sticky. I don't think we'll beat USA, so we'll probably have to go with a draw. But I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And it's very difficult when you come on to national football and you analyze the game, right? And because me a Jamaican, it's like I'm supposed to say Jamaica go win every game. I would love for Jamaica to win every game. But the reality is different. What is ideal is not what is real. So ideally, I would want to see Jamaica win every game. But the reality of it is that Jamaica is going into these games as underdog, except against probably Trinidad. So the Jordan game is a test for the coach. It's not necessarily just the players, because some of those players won't make the Gold Cup squad. But it's a test of the coach's mettle. If you say, oh, can you get a team that we can say, oh, is below you, and you put them away. You dispatch of them. So if you can dispatch of them convincingly, I'm sure me say, yeah, we can get the job done, rather than to go out there and struggle, and then go in the next game and a struggle, and I try count on a buck up goal and them thing. I mean, not depend them thing, brother. So I'm not gonna go out there and no limb and say we're gonna win Gold Cup. I will do every game that comes, coach, get the opportunity to come and analyze the game before and say, well, we can do this and this to beat them, because we can win the game. We can win the games, and we can win the Gold Cup because we are a part of the Gold Cup. The only way we don't stand a chance of winning it if we weren't in it. So that's just it. But we're not a favorite for the Gold Cup. The favorites are USA, Mexico, Canada. Them people are the favorites for winning the Gold Cup. But with the USA not necessarily playing their best squad in the Gold Cup, because them practically pick a separate squad. So not with them not playing their best squad, then we have a chance. But as I said, the focus is the Jordan game, and the focus to me in the Jordan game is to dispatch of the Jordans convincingly. Not even necessarily just win. You see me, but I mean dispatch of them. If we can score 3 clear goals, coach, right now, that's nice.
Against
Not
the
even look
Jordan
at the
team.
concession. Yeah. I'm saying I'm not even looking at the concession. What I want to see Jamaica do is score goals. Goal win game. And if we can't kick the ball in the onion back, it come like say when it make sense to go they go play.
Hey, but you see, hey, fans will always be fans still in a CC because as the coach say, you know, these games, basically it don't really mean nothing to the coach, you know. Well, not to say it don't mean 100%, nothing in terms of result, because he did comment on the result and the performance. The last game, it's a bad result, bad performance. But based on what he has said before, is that friendly games are approached differently from actual tournament games in his eyes. And it's about the tournament for him. So is it that the fans are... But the difference is that the fans want games to be won, you know. That I think, you know.
Yeah, but watch out to coach. I can understand that there's a difference between friendly games and competition games. But if you winning is a habit, coach, and if you're not developing the habit outside, he's speaking as if every international window there's a competition. Every international window does not carry a competitive game.
Mm-hmm.
They carry friendlies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Nation League, and then in the summer you have the occasional leagues that play, that the CONCACAF World Cup, the different thing. Them
yeah, but remember World Cup qualifiers coming up too, you know.
Yeah, and the World Cup. But I'm saying that's the thing though. What I'm saying, winning is an habit. So if you are saying, all right, the winning for me, there's no on and off switch. So you can switch off, coach, in our friendly and get an L and then flip the switch W. You understand? Last time I checked, if you turn around a L, you get 7. You understand? So me not know how you can switch up the L and get a W like that. So it's not a flicking off the switch. I can understand that you're gradually getting into the team and getting into the program. So you say for the first probably 10 games, if they are friendlies and you're not winning, we're not going to probably beat you like that. But even after the Gold Cup, say you go to the Gold Cup and we never really advance far, we win a few games. When we're playing friendlies after that, you have to win friendly game because you need to be winning game, building up a winning culture in the team. So whether the team go out there on the field playing a friendly, or them go out there and play a competitive fixture, they are used to winning. They are used to scoring goals. They are used to creative play. They are used to creating an atmosphere of victory. So if you're saying this now, then why should I pay my money, my hard-earned cash, to go to the stadium for watch a friendly game for Jamaica?
CC, which Jamaica not take you know gas stadium, CC. So you not have to say that.
I mean, me no gas stadium, coach. Me then a stadium and soak in a catch all flow, you know.
CC, water sick you, brother.
Soak. I want up all banner.
Water sick you.
Rain water.
So what do rain water?
Sir,
rain water sick you, brother.
Rain, anyway. Man, water can't sit no bad.
Yeah. So all rain sick you. Where rain do different?
I night dew, man. Night dew.
Anyway, that's one different topic still. But
anyway, me say. But what me say, coach? I got match, man. Them I go the Mexico game. Should I give this Ghana stadium? Suriname game. Suriname, they play a stadium today. I got the Suriname game. I got the Mexico game. Yeah, I got them 2 games there. When them not let back people in the stadium.
Okay.
I stadium the right to run the road from me. So if game I go on, we can go down there. But what I say is, coach, for people come out of them, for people take, if a man go listen, the coach I say, he not really take friendly games that serious. Then me not take friendly, me not gonna take out my money and watch no game then, man. No make no sense. Cause you go there, you just go there visit Jamaica, do what? Catch an L? I just visit Jamaica, catch an L. I never went to the Trinidad games though. I never went to the Because it's just the same thing. The coach not care about it, so why should I care? So
But you still see ball of them.
then but then coach have more then that is the next thing. Well then me should have go out there and ask your autograph then because it seem like that me I go there for. I go there if you see man them kick ball in net and good passage of play and all them things.
But you know say we not underestimate Trinidad though. Trinidad sit back, you know. When they come on to lower block, you know, me see Trinidad all of Mexico, you know. And we might say Mexico no put away their chances, but who them a play make they no put away their chances. You understand? But for me, when Rene Simons came, he developed a winning culture. I heard this coach saying it, but based on what he's saying about the friendly, I'm thinking though he's making these comments because him not have him team when he want. Me feel sad, that's why. Because it no matter how much degrees you have, it no matter how much license you have, you know, brother. You see, if you don't have players them fit in your system, your coaching come like rocks, you know. And when the players them go out there and can't execute, you are gonna be seen as a person who can't coach, you know. And Cranky always talk about this, the quality of the players, the quality of the players. Sean said it's the coach, the coach, the coach, the coach. But Cranky flip it and say it's the quality, the quality, the quality, the quality. See, Cranky answer exactly. So when you look at the thing, if you don't have the talented players to fit the system, your footballing acumen as a coach, whether you have BSc, whether you have MA, whether you have PhD, it not going anywhere. You get what I say? So if the coach don't have the players to play his system, who understand his system, or have the quality to execute in his system, the coach are gonna look like a punk. While if him have the quality, look at the difference. Trinidad, we never have we quote unquote the same team that went to Mexico never played Trinidad. But we get a different result in Mexico, no. And the team look much better. Why? Because you have better players that can execute whatever the coach is asking, whatever is desired. Because coaching is about you going out on the field. The players understand what their roles and responsibilities are on the pitch. Whether you play left back, right back, you have to understand your role. So when you go out there, you can execute that role to a T. So you stop your opponent from breaching, or you breach the opponent. It is as simple as that, you know. But if you don't have the quality players to do it, your coaching acumen are going to seem like, you know, no bull. So big up the brain drain. The quality of players matters the most. Of course, you think if Klopp don't have them players, a lot of people are say, hey, Klopp develop players. Klopp this and that. Sometimes that is system that Klopp have and him see them on the over Brighton a play. All right, I'm going to bring him in because this man can fit in my system. So when him come to Klopp and go in a Liverpool system, he's going to be looking better because what Liverpool is offering suits him. So that's why the coach go for those players. And when them come to the team are going to look decent now. The players are going to seem like high-level players because they can work and fit into that system. So quality of players also important. Well, Andre Blake said best this him ever see going into Gold Cup. Let us see what the final result will be. And of course, you know, a little luck have to be in it too, you know. A little luck has to be in it. You get what I say? Dr. Dan say international football and coaching is hard. Yeah, two different things. You don't get to do a lot of coaching in international football. Of course, people have a call for him, Ed. And it is going to be reasonable because him no something there, him no win no game, and the fans want to win. So the fans are going to call for them now. See. But long term is more important to the coach from what I'm getting than what you're just seeing in front of the eyes. But we, the fans, believe, say, yo, winning's fair go on, right, true. Remember, say fans are entitled to their opinion in a fresh. So once what fans want to see you CC wins. Want to see the ticks them in the win column. Seeing? If they are not seeing that, they are going to call for your head. If they are seeing it because they are not looking at the long-term project. So you can't wrong the fans for you do that. But if you understand the football a certain way, you're not going to follow everybody and call for the coach head. You get what I say? So a whole lot of things the fans not understand, you know. You see me I say? Positive result is important case to the fans. Of course, it is important to the coach. But getting positive result, as Andre Blake say, you know, going into the Gold Cup, if they can eke out wins here, there, and everywhere, and they go and win the tournament, nobody now remember say, I saw we did play. They know say Jamaica win the Gold Cup. But if we are eke out wins in a friendlies, are eke out wins, but when it come on to the real deal, we not do it. A 6-1.5 does not the other same way, you know. Do you think that the coach is disappointed because he expects more talented players in Jamaica since he mentioned that JA had more? No, I'm not think him disappointed. Him just not getting the players together and him talk about the ideal situation. You now get everything ideal.
Coach, style of play doesn't matter until the results are not coming your way. So the reason why all of Jamaica is attack like them want to say Barcelona upon the pitch or Manchester City and them team there is because we're not winning nothing. If we were winning, nobody cares if we were playing like Southampton or any one of those teams. If we were winning, style of play does not matter when victory is at the helm. So for me, the W is worth more than the style of play. So we don't have to understand. Say,
in a tournament you're referring to?
Yeah, in a tournament, because they like exhibition game, a different ball game, man. But in a tournament, style of play doesn't matter. You understand what I say? Like, you're not coming down to style of play. I ain't got the time. Like with club, you don't have the time with club. You know, say, coach, I'm gonna show you something. I said this before. I'm gonna tell people. Unlike club football, I think international football is a much more difficult to coach or manage than club football. And we have a proof is in the pudding with the winner of the JPL. You buy 12 players or 13 players and give the coach 13 of the best players in the league, and the man just win it. Boop, one season. If you were to convert that to the national setup now, where you have to depend upon a man having heritage from the country, try get some paperwork and done, for try get him in the team, or you have to depend upon a man born around one part, and one part run one goalie in a country. You have to depend upon actual people who are born in the country or them have parentage in the country for them to matriculate to the national setup, which you cannot field. You couldn't field 11 of the best players in the world in a national team. While in a club team, you can find 5 of the best players in the world. In a one club team, you can find that. So I always tell people, that's why I say, with the national team, you kind of have to still give the coaches them that little leeway in the benefit of the doubt, because, as I say, you're depending on talent that has been developed and brought through a system rather than talent that you have to kind of buy. You can just get a ready-made talent that it's continuously developed somewhere else, and you just go purchase the talent. But I mean, you have to convert these things into W. I don't. If we don't win against Jordan, I kind of go feel like the energy going into the USA game for the coaching staff more so. Now, I'm not gonna feel like that energy that we're going, and like if we did beat Jordan, and we're gonna go in with that energy where I say, yeah, we'll get some goals scored, we see some good patterns of play, and we can build on that. You can't, like, I mean, one thing still now with a loss now, there's only one way after you lose, and that's to go up. It's a victory. So you can't get worse. But I mean, I don't see much when you're building on a loss. There's much more to be built on a win, irrespective of what people want to say, than a loss. But leader there still, you know.
Leader, big up yourself. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Everything good?
Yeah, man.
I see you dissecting the team for tomorrow morning.
Dissecting.
Yeah, man. No, that's yeah, though. Anyway, look here. What he said there now is actually factual, you know, because look here, when you think about it, this particular window here that we're in now, right? It's an international window, plus the Gold Cup is the longest period I think that the coach will ever have, apart from possibly if we get through to the Copa America, to have the players together in a competitive environment going into World Cup qualifiers. So you have to understand how crucial it is right now. And I know he's disappointed with not having all of the pieces that he wanted. Yeah. But we have to realize that the core that he's building is right in front of us, you know. Because listen, apart from 1 and 2 young players in there who he has basically told already, oh, this guy is for the CSC squad, which I think leaves Tuesday. The majority of the team, you know, look at who he says will be added. And basically almost a 23 man. So the other thing you have to look at is that he has told you before that they have already, you know, had an idea of how much minutes. They don't want anybody to do more than a certain amount of minutes. So they're going to be changes tomorrow. So you're going to have some people, they're not going to want to burn out anybody too early. So they basically, it's not like they're going to be playing a team to go there that's going to be played to, well, I know he wants to win, but they have already have something predisposed that they're basically going to have changes and they're not going to play out, meaning, you understand? Like anybody play too many minutes at this stage. So that's another thing that we have to look at with, you know, whatever expectations we have, because I don't know how many of you understand that when you're building a team, you know, you need to take this time here, which was very crucial, to get the team bonding, get your tactics in. The results, for me, is not that important at this stage. Once you get into the competitive thing, right, of the Gold Cup, after that, and coming out of the Gold Cup, any friendlies after that, you know, you're going to have expected that you're going to be having a role now, you know. So if it's a role and negatives going in and coming out of the Gold Cup, it's going to be very hard to start to get the positive after that, because the Gold Cup is a number of matches and they're going to have to together for almost 3 weeks. So you can't get more than that. You're basically having 5 near 6 weeks of preparation. The coach will never have any bunch of these players, elite players, together for that period. He won't. Because Nation League coming, not going to that. So whatever he's going to be doing is going to have to be done with this bunch here. And then the 1 and 2 that might come in later on down for Nations League, they just come into the thing. And whoever not at a club right now, they get themselves sorted out and he'll bring them in. But he has basically said the answers to all of our questions. And the squad is basically right there in front of us right now. There might be a surprise here or there, you know, that we might have said, oh, we might not get certain people, but you don't know. I think that's the only thing outside of the players that have been announced, that the Bailey, the Antonio. Oh wow, this is gone, man. Battery.
Well, yeah, but your problem, leader. How you deal with that? Is a Cavalier thing? Leader? Gone. Hey, but my eyes upon the US Canada game, me I tell you, CC. Man, them are strings on leaders, The two team then quick, Oh. The two team then quick, So if our pace not improve and increase, trust me, we're gonna be in a problem. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So who should we use, Timal? Yeah, man. So in terms of this game against Jordan,
Hey, coach, I said there's two people when the man them come on the live now. One man live in one country where I say a first world man ever have internet problem, and then leader always have battery problem.
who have internet problem?
Rich poor man, he's the boss. Every time the man them come, leader you can't, I don't know, leader you can't come attack and a charge of the phone no.
That
I'm going to
man.
charge a leader with new battery and stick.
Hey,
But them still make them phone that we can flick out the battery and jump start it.
I don't know. Hey, public enemy number one is here, and public enemy
What?
number one say.
Where's the coach?
Public enemy number one. You don't know who that?
Boss Rich. Yeah, man, we know who, man.
Okay. I think you never know.
Hey,
The man say Jamal Lowe not in the Gold Cup squad, whisper in it. Me bonfire and Algrim so that the man say no.
Hey. Hey, man, say if you take out the last two letter, man name is spelled pest.
Yes, man.
Yeah, but I'm here some man say them what them call it that thing there again, man, ultra. But this a public enemy number one, a real ultra man.
Mm.
Cause them man in around to stir up fire,
man, yeah, man, man don't fear nobody, man.
Yeah.
Goal. Oh, shucks. Mad. Yo, the boy named Alfonso Davis a bad baller, you know.
Man come man a speed merchant, man coach, man I know, brother, I don't know.
Yeah, man's killed.
Alright, see, that is the thing. You see Alfonso Davis, that's the thing when I try to look for in a foot one baller where Jamaica can find. You know, one baller can make a difference. I mean,
yeah,
me
but
feel like
Bailey should have been that baller, you know.
Not saying the rest of Canadian baller they're not good. You know. I think you have to start going free in the French league. Let me not tell you, man. It's because of the level at which Alfonso Davis are playing. It raises the level at which Canada play. And the man come like him inject that spirit there in Canada, coach. Like the man was infused one little energy. Man, I energize about him when he goes whoop, 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 up the field.
So now that's
so like the man just infuse that little energy there.
And that Bailey should have do for
somebody
Jamaica.
Who was like that, coach, and then get it on the line, it's a tear off.
So now that me as a CC, Bailey should have do that for Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
I them think they can USA score there. USA find the onion bag. You see me I say that Bailey should not inspire that team. He might have the speed like Davis. He might have the skill, but me don't know. There's something that is sort of what you call it now.
Them are played for Leicester at one point, though.
Yeah.
I'm team see me now number 7 one time in that Leicester, you know. I see him do one run where he must stretch down the flank, you know. That's what I want to see. Well, yo, right now I just need one of them play in my team. When him get the ball, him just a take on the flank. Take on some defender and us. I just want to feel one energy where the man just come tear up the energy. Not just necessarily because I say, oh, you have the quality, you have the pace, you have the skill. But we just now see the energy just look lackluster. We just need if you take up the ball and take on some player. And the rest of the team just a follow back of you. Like I don't know.
Pipe.
One player cannot have a profound impact on a team. And I feel as if from Alphonso Davies inject himself. Even the guy when named Kyle Larin. That guy there played for Canada before Alphonso Davies. You know? You understand? But I mean, Alphonso Davies injected a different type of spirit in a Canada way. Them look like a different animal when he take on the ball. The man come like
they attack through him, you know.
Yeah, they attack because I'm telling you, because of the pace where I'm going, man. Sometimes I feel like the man too fast for his own good. Because more why I tell you say like the pace of the man I go. I watch a match already and the man run out of TV, brother.
The man say man run out of TV. I always see come from with that, man.
Hey, you don't know when time to the man fast, man, the man goes up and he come out and frame, coach. It's like the camera can't keep up with the pace when man I go out. The man out and frame.
No, brain drain. Me not give up on Ravel. Ravel and the coach apparently had a conversation. If you get no game time, you now go make my team. Get some game time and come back in my team.
That must say, I don't understand that, coach, because something not playing the ball right now and I'm in that team.
Who that? When you can't take a risk with a young baller, if I whisper your talk, I guess he must take the... But the man say, the man say na person and a virgin, the man talk. So, I don't know. Tiddlywinks,
I feel like Ravel are one of the saltiest ball with him. We put on the, like, I feel like the man have so much talent, so much potential, but it just hasn't manifested or much. It's like you haven't really seen the full blown thing. I just feel like he can't get a break. You know, the just can't get a break, coach.
Oh,
like I just need to see Ravel in a 2 good tournament, but you can see it, you know.
CD.
Yeah, man.
And CC. Give thanks. Everything blessed. Good night, viewers and subscribers. You all right, CD?
Yeah, man, I'm a good man. I ball me at the same time.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, man. USA versus Canada. That's how it go. What? Hey, CC. As CD is a little busy, I've got a pen and paper here. Can you mark my cards? CC, much of what you've been speaking about this evening is amongst some of the most credible, on the spot, on point reasoning I've heard from UCC for a long time. Usually you speak reasonable sense, but tonight, much of what you've said has been on point. You do differ a little bit from CD tonight in one aspect. I've got a piece of pen and paper here. I want you to mark my cards. Who are the players to look out for from the Reggae Boyz in terms of the deal breakers, the international class players, the players that stand out in the CONCACAF, the players that can make the likes of Jordan seem to be mundane, below par? Give me the runners and riders, please. The key players that make Jamaica good as opposed to no good. Go ahead, sir. I'm ready. Pen and paper. Give me the names.
Against what, Jordan?
Hello? Yes. Let's just kick off against Jordan, and then going forward, who are the key players that make Jamaica stone cold certainties to beat anybody rated below them?
I feel like Why Rich Paul, I don't know. You know check your Tree network, Orange network or Virgin Mobile. Coach, you see it, man.
Yeah, man, the internet poor, man. But I don't know why Rich Poor asks with them question they still enough.
Yeah, but
Wonder if him can tell with them something there.
Yeah, like Rich Paul, you have Orange, you have Virgin, you have Tree. Hey, Rich Paul have about 10 network as opposed to hold on, they give me a second, coach.
Remember, I know the coach is having a problem with, and this is how I'm answering Rich Paul. So if him listen, the coach is having problem with individualized players. Even though we are talking about Davies bringing this Canada team, but even though he's one person that can take the game by the scruff of the neck, there's still a cohesiveness about the Canada team. There's still a togetherness. What coach is trying to break out of the Jamaican type of player is the individualism. He wants us to start play like a team. Players are important, individual players are important, but at the same time, we still need to see a team effort. So when we build out of the back, through the middle third, and we're going into the attacking third, with our link-up plays, put the ball over the top or diagonally. These are some of the things that coach would want to see rather than a solo effort from a Bobby Reed or a solo effort from somebody else. That would be good because that can still give us a win. But if the team starts playing like a team, I think it argues well for us rather than individual. I mean, improvisation is going to come to the fore where a player has to improvise even a solo run to get a goal. You get what I say? So for me, I don't know. I don't know about naming players that can do this. We want the team to start playing like a team. So like how Canada met them passes, but because of how US is defending, it's very difficult for them to break the line of the US defensive team. You understand? The lines are hard to be broken. The US is solid rock. So I don't know. And I think this US team is being very patient with how they are playing. So Canada making the passes, doing what they have to do. But US being patient, and then they'll hit them where it hurt, like from that corner and so forth. So yeah, man, me don't know. Me like how the team them are play still. They are playing quick football. Quick football. I hope that our team can move the ball like the US or Canada team is moving the ball. Who's in with confidence? When you talk about quick football, these teams are playing quick football. So, winner
Ever think about it and I say, yo, even a guy like Pulisic.
yeah, because they can break the US defensive line fresh.
Yeah,
So,
coach.
Well on the CC. Obviously, they are going to be throwing giving away the ball in the final third. That's where I see they're giving away the ball. So now that me I talk about South Cry. That me I talk about Lanes, there are no psychiatrists they need. Mad people need psychiatrists. They need a psychologist. Yeah, but yeah, Canada press them so them forced to turn over the ball. And they are pressing as a team. And that me I talk about South Cry. We need the team to be playing like a team rather than individual players taking up things for them head. Move as a team. You move the ball as a team. You press as a team. See, Corey Burke was pressing against the Qatarians or Qatar team. And he wasn't getting any result. Qatar wasn't turning over the ball because of Corey Burke alone did a press. So you need team press. You need team press. Yes, and that apparently the coach wants to do that. And if him not do that, then him are going to have a problem because every time him team are going to play, him are going to have that sort of situation. You get what I say? So, I don't know. These things set away. And sometimes at the professional setting that some of these players are in, you know. Professional setting that some of these players are coming from. Yeah, so like me did say no CC earlier, I'm not gonna stay long for a show here tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
But then, yeah. But then let me tell you, coach, I say, a Christian Pulisic, coach. Why I tell people all the while that some Pulisic might not get in a game at Chelsea and not look too good. But it's when him put on that star-spangled banner, a different animal.
That pride, you know, for some baller, you know.
So it's like me just don't know, like. So I don't even want to talk about him right now. If you even not play good at your club team, once you get game. If you're even not playing good, once you're playing and getting games, I'm sure if you're Foxy, you can still come over and translate at the highest level because Pulisic do it. Pulisic do it. Like Pulisic doesn't necessarily get much game at Chelsea, but when him do get game, him get him game and him play. But when him put on him USA jersey, you would have right now if Pulisic shall play for USA. If Pulisic play one season for USA, it says USA going on a club tournament, coach, and Pulisic play one season for USA. Right now, him probably get by 100 million after the tournament done. That's the level at which Pulisic is playing when him put on USA jersey.
Nobody now buy him for 100 million still.
I'm just saying though, it's like you see him play for when he play for USA, you can see why people that say they would want to buy him to play. The Fox at Chelsea buy him, and he's the what? Highest bought US player. So he break the US record in terms of the US player and played I don't think a USA player had played at a level of club like Chelsea before. Even though I have the Zach Steffen guy for Man City, but he's not really getting a game. So I'm saying Pulisic is their, that's their greatest prospect ever. I will see him do it. Isn't it? No, I'm saying he was great at, he was good at Dartmouth. That's why Chelsea buy him. But I'm still saying to you that when I see him put on a USA jersey, you would have still want to buy him as well because him go out there and represent. But as what Lanners are saying in the comment section, things work opposite for us. Our players play better for their club, while Canada and USA players play better for their coach. Yeah.
All right, CC, we think we have,
Yeah,
we have something there.
Yeah. But Dwight Howard. Basketball attack. The keeper, Tim Howard.
Tim Howard, yeah. Yeah, man, we're going to shut off the show right now, people. 1.5 hour. I said I was going to do 1 hour.
I World Cup squad drop because...
For who? For who? Jamaica?
Separate and apart from Ravel not being a part of the squad. Yeah.
Tomorrow in the press conference, post-game conference, we're going to be hearing the squad. The squad I got dropped. So you can at least note for that. All right, people. So big up on yourself. Come to the end of the weekend triple treat. So we hope to hear the squad drop tomorrow. We hope that the Reggae Boyz can get a win. And big up to all the people who came out to watch the stream. Thanks to CC, thanks to Leader, thanks to Reason Boss. Mongo lost for a few. Prematurely. You understand? So big up yourself. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Peace.